I'm Becky Varner, food columnist for the Oklahoman. Today for our recipe for health, we're fixing an autumn butternut squash soup recipe. So simple to fix and healthy for you. We've started out with butternut squash. You want one about 3.5 pounds. We've washed our squash good before we've cooked it. Actually, what you want to do is make a few slits in that squash before you put it in a pan of boiling water covered with hot water, and if it's not already boiling, bring it to a boil. We're going to cook it for about 45 to 50 minutes, and you will know that it's tender and ready to go when you can easily insert a knife. I want to show you how simple it is once that squash is cooked to be able to cut it open and remove the seeds, and there you go. It's that simple to be able to take the seeds out, much easier than when the squash is raw before it's been cooked. So we'll scrape this out and just put it in a little container here, and that's the way you want to work with your butternut squash. Now, we've already got our squash measured in our skillet here, and I have 4 cups of the cooked squash, and I'm just going to let this heat up a little bit. I'm going to add low sodium chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth if you would prefer. We'll add that. And then I'm going to add some chopped or minced garlic and stir this in. And we've got our onion, a cup of chopped onion, and peanut butter, and that's one of the secret ingredients to this soup recipe. Get our peanut butter in here. And we have some tomato paste. We'll add that. And then our seasonings, we're going to add some cumin, a little coriander, ground coriander, small amount of salt, and just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Okay, we're going to turn this up just a little bit and give it a stir, and then we need to let this cook for about 20-25 minutes. So we'll let it cook and then give it another stir here in just a few minutes after it all gets heated up. And I am going to cover this, and we'll give that 20 to 25 minutes to cook, to blend our flavors and to cook all of our vegetables. Okay, we've let this cook now. We're going to take our lid off. We started a couple of times while it was cooking. I'm going to give it just another quick stir. And now I'm going to start measuring this. We'll do this in batches. We're going to put it in the blender. We're going to be pureeing all this to make a nice creamy soup. So we'll put several cups in here, and the size of your blender will make the difference in how many batches, but I like to just do it in 3 or 4 batches. We'll blend this together, and let's get just a little bit more here. And remember that because it's so hot, you need to be careful, and you want to be able to let some of the steam come out while it's blending. So turn it on. Okay, there we go with our first batch. And I'm going to pour this in. I've got a holding dish here that I'll just pour it all into while we're blending it. There we go. And we'll continue with the rest of this until it's all blended. Now we've got our finished soup. I'm going to garnish it with some roasted pumpkin seeds. And here we are. I hope you enjoy this soup as much as our family does.